Hey everyone, Bob here again. This time around, our topic would be on the two functions, which is the index function and the match function in Google Sheets. Okay, this would be our lookup functions, which is kind of different from the VLOOKUP. Okay, we have samples here, the dry store inventory list for the inbound warehouse, and we got the item that we're going to look up and the particulars that we're going to look up also. And we got the headers as like item code, specifications, rack number, opening stock received, received by, quantity in stock, unit price, total value, issue once, issued by, closing stock, and locations like many different locations of warehouses. Okay, for the item, this is our stock item. Okay, we get fastener, flat washer, different kinds of stock. Okay, so this is supposed to be a long list, inventory list. So it's difficult for us to find certain value. Okay, like for example, we're going to look at the rack number. We're going to look at the specifications. Okay, it's kind of difficult for us to do it manually. So that's why we need to utilize a lookup functions, which is the indexing and matching functions. Okay, there are two areas that we're going to look at in our inventory: the item, which is this one, the item stock, and particulars, which is the headers, which I have mentioned to you earlier. Okay, and then we're going to find the data for that, which is in this cell location. Okay, but first thing first, I'd like to make it bigger for you to be able to, okay, see it much clearer. Okay, so let's go to the item first. First thing, we have to create the drop down list for the item and drop down list for the particulars. So to create the drop down list, we have to open the data tab here. Okay, it's almost the same as Excel, but there are differences in terms of the design of the location of the tools, and different kinds of tools that we have. Okay, so data is like we're going to be using the data validation right here. You just click the data validation, and then okay, make sure. So we already have the sheet, which is sheet 1. Okay, and the location is G2. Okay, the cell location is G2. Then on the criteria, we have to ensure that we're selecting the list from a range, because we have list of items, number, text, date. Okay, so we're gonna be using the list from a range because we're gonna be doing it from a range. Okay, so because it's gonna be like a drop down list. So enter a range or formula. Just click this data range here, the box here. Just click this one. All right, and then we're gonna be looking at the item which is on this rows, several rows. So we start from the stock item fastener, and then select all of them. Okay, all the way up to the last record, which is the acetylene. Okay, and then click the OK button, and then nothing we can do anymore. So we just click the save to save it. Okay, let's go back to the cell, item cell. All right. So we already have a drop down arrow here. This one, it's missing. Click this one. Okay. So we captured all the item stock, the fastener, flat washer, water pump, oil pump, etc. Okay, we select one, fastener. We already had it. We already have it. Then we'll create the drop down list for the particulars, which is the headers here I mentioned earlier. Say again, go to the data tab, data validation, and then again make sure that it's on the list. Anyway, it is already always suggested by the Google Sheets. So just click the enter range for the formula. Okay, so data range. Okay, since we already captured the item for our item cell lookup, we'll just, okay, we're going to get this out of the way, right? Then we'll start with the item code and then select all the way to the right, to the last header, which is the location. All right, then click OK. Then after clicking OK, please save. Okay, we already saved the drop-down list here. So it's that simple. It's very simple. Okay. Okay, you select the item code, select the stock received by, etc. Okay, specifications. All right. Okay, this is where we're going to use the index function and the match function. Okay, so we have the column and we have the rows. Okay, and then we're gonna have the columns like the item, and then or rather the rows as the item, and then particulars are the rows. In order for us to find a particular item or a particular value that we're going to look up, all right? So here, as I said, we're going to use here under the data, we're going to use the index and match function. So start again with equal sign, then index. Okay, we're gonna open it with open parenthesis. All right. Reference. What is reference? Reference is like the array. Okay, array. Well, we're gonna find the array. The array, since we already have the item, so array should start from the item code. Okay, under the item code, that one. Then select all the way down, and then all the way to the right. I think that was in column. Okay, in column. Then don't forget to fix it with the double dollar sign, the absolute cell reference. Okay, F4, press F4. All right, and then press comma. All right, in your keyboard. The next one would be the match function. Okay, okay, that would be the match function. Then again, open parenthesis. Okay, search key. What would be our search key? The search key would be the item. Okay, so the search key would be this one, which is on G2, cell reference G2. Okay. Then again, absolute cell reference F4 and comma. All right. Okay. Already have. Then we're gonna use again. Okay. We need to get the range for this one, for this item, which is on the column under the item. Okay. You just select this, all this. This is the range that we need. All right. And then F4. Right? Absolute cell reference. And then we're gonna close it, okay? With closing parenthesis, right? And then you have to press the comma, okay? And this time, since our lookup is for the item and particulars, the headers, the column and rows, we need the match function again, okay? We need to use the match function again. All right, then open again with open parenthesis. Okay, search key. For the item, for the first match function, first argument for the match, we said the item would be our search key. Okay, lookup, the lookup cell, right? So this time we're gonna you know get the we're gonna use the where is it, the particulars, this one, the one with specification. You just click this one, and then absolute cell reference, and then comma. Okay, click comma. Okay. Before I forget, I forget to put the zero, comma, then zero. We have to put the zero. Why? Because this is exact match. Okay. Otherwise, you're gonna have an error or you're gonna experience error. Okay. So I almost forgot. So very important that you put zero. Okay, on your lookup. All right. Okay. So we continue. So our search key is G3, which is the particulars. Okay. And then the next one would be the range. The range would be this one. Okay. Okay, we'll start with item code because already this item is already captured in the item. Okay, look up. So the item code. Okay. All right. We're gonna. I'm gonna select the item code all the way to the right up to N. I think column N. All right, column N. Then absolute cell reference F4. Then comma. Then zero, exact match, zero. Then, okay, we have how many opening parentheses? One, two, three. There were three open parentheses. So we're gonna need to match the open parentheses with close parentheses. We're gonna need three. So how many parentheses? Close parentheses we already used? One. So we need two more. Okay, to match. Okay, that's it. And then you enter. Enter. All right, we get the value here. Okay, for fastener and specification is still 516 by 516 inch by 216 inch NC. Let's see if we have it right. Fastener, we check it. Okay, fastener. Okay, and specification, under the specification is still 516 2 inch by 2 inch 2 inches NC. Okay, we get the right specifications. So let's say we get the oil pump specification, engine oil supply, and then uh, maybe received by, okay, uh, received by the person. It was received by Helen. Okay, this one, Helen, uh, oil pump. Okay, engine oil supply specification. Okay, let's find out how much the value. The value unit price. Okay, unit price is $55. Actually, this is just a sample data. This is not actually true value. Okay, just for the sake of doing this exercise, it's not a true unit price. 55. It's just it's random. Uh, just from my imagination. Okay, so unit price is 55. So let's say quantity in stock is two only in quantity in stock. And closing stock, let's say one only. Why? Because there was an issuance of how many? One. So stock of two, opening stock. Okay. And stock received is one. That's makes it two in stock. Total stock, quantity in stock, that makes it two. Plus issued by Albert. Issued by Albert. Who received this stock purchases? Yeah, it was received by Helen, and then one unit was issued by Albert. Okay, so the closing stock would be one, and the location is in the warehouse number 4. All right. Let's see other item. Pneumatic cylinder. Okay. See the specification of this one. Specification is double acting cylinder. Okay. All right. Where is it located? What rack number? Rack number F6 in the pallet tracking system. F6. Okay, where is it located? Located in the warehouse number 1. How much is it in stock? Opening stock. Only one. Pneumatic cylinder, only one. Did we purchase this recently? Stock received? Yes, one also. So it should be all right. Okay. Should be how much? Quantity in stock, or quantity in stock is now 2 because we received 1. Are there any issuance? Issuance 1. So how much would be the closing stock? Closing stock is only 1 remaining. Okay, because this is a big item. Okay, supposed to be a big item, supposed to be high value item, and seldom used by the end users. Okay, the engineering department or the manufacturing department, parts replacement. So seldom used, rarely used. So therefore, the item is small. Unlike the, like, let's say, okay, let's say, uh, okay, flat washer. Flat washer is 55 closing stock. What about the opening stock? 25. Unit price is $5, and the total value is $375. And the location is in warehouse number 2. The stock received is 50 and received by Alex. And there was an issuance of 20, and it was issued by who? By Sean. And the closing stock will become 55. Okay. Let's see some other items. Okay. Let's see other items like all right. Okay, let's see sugar. Sugar. The closing stock is 120. The opening stock is 150. Okay. Let me see if there was a stock received. Receive 100. 100. Let's say the specification 100 what? 25 kilogram bag. So 100. This is a white sugar, 25 kilogram bag, a poly bag perhaps. Okay, that would be specification. So, okay, let's go back to the stock received. Receive 100. And then your unit price for this is $250. I don't know if that's true. $250. Because as I've said, this is only for the sake of the exercise. So it doesn't matter whether it's true numbers or not. So unit price, and then the total value is $62,500. And then there was issuance made. Yeah, 130 bags issued to the perhaps the manufacturing line, production line for manufacturing, for production. Okay. Who issued it? Issued by Mike. Mike issued the 100. How much was that? Issuance 130 was issued by Mike. Okay. So therefore the closing stocks is 120, and the location is in warehouse number 2. Okay, you got it. Let's see one more, just one more. Okay, let's say the flour. Flour is, what is its specification? It's a fine 25 kilogram poly bag. Okay, the opening stock is 125 bags in 25 kilogram bags, right? That would be the opening stock. What about the receive? Okay, stock receive 150 bags. Okay, so quantity in stock is 275 now. Okay, the total value for this is 75,000. And there was some issuance, 80 bags issued by Xian. And the closing stock is 195. And location would be in warehouse number 3. Okay. I think you get the idea of how you're gonna use the index and match function for your lookup. Okay, for a specific value that you want to look up in some huge list. Okay, long list. Okay, I think this is it for today's lesson. I hope you like this lesson. If you do, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified of my upcoming new videos. All right. And thank you for watching.